Hello students, in our previous video we have completed up till the gaseous hazards and we were discussing about the dust explosion. So I have explained you what is meant by dust explosion, how it takes place, and the control of the dust explosion, it should be discussed in today's video. Okay, so let us start with the topic control of dust explosion. Okay, so in the pharmaceutical industries, dust is controlled by the methods at the source of generation or propagation of the dust. So what are the various methods by which these process takes place? First of all, filtration, second is inertial separation, and third one is electrostatic precipitation. So what happens in the filtration? So filters are what the mechanical barriers, okay, and it consists of a fibrous, felted and porous media, and these are one of the most effective devices for removing the dust particles. Okay, in easy way we can understand this, that filtration, we are filtering the small particles or the dust particles, so it should not cause any gaseous explosion. Okay, so the what happens, filters are basically available in the form of pads or panels that should be fitted to the walls and windows. Also back type filters are also there which can be attached to the machine and where the dust is getting produced. Okay, so the air which contains the dust is sucked by the filters or blown through a filter whose pore size is sufficiently small to retain the particles, and this filter medium stops the particle by impact, interception, diffusion and settling. So these are the basic working phenomena of filtration. Now second is your inertial separator. What happens in inertial separators? So you have studied in the size separation chapter cyclone separator, but the basically inertial separator is your cyclone separator only. In this, the inertial phenomena is used to separate the dust particle using a cyclone separator. Okay, what happens in the cyclone separator? Some air containing dust particles are conjected to centrifugal force several times that of gravity, and due to the centrifugal forces, the air circulates in the spiral manner through a cone shaped vessel. Okay, so you know the construction of cyclone separator. I am explaining it to you in a short. That cyclone separator consists of a short vertical cylindrical vessel with a conical bottom, and the upper part of the vessel is fitted with a tangential inlet. Okay, and the outlet is at the base. So air outlet is provided at the center of the top portion. So and it is being extended inwardly into the separator. So what happens in cyclone separator? Dust particles are thrown outwards to the wall of the separator and they slide down towards the hopper, and which can be subsequently withdrawn. Okay, so cyclone separator is the suitable separator for attaching to the machine, and they can form an integral part of the design of certain mills and mixers also, in which dust is getting produced. And third one is your electrostatic precipitators. So electrostatic precipitators are what? These are the fine metal wires that are stretched between the tubes and which are earthed. Okay, and several thousand volts of direct current is applied on the metal wires, and what happens when the volts are getting supplied? The high potential difference will be produced between the tubes and the wire, and that ionizes the dust particle as they pass along the air stream. अब जो डस्ट आयनाइज हो जा रहा है, आयनिक डस्ट क्या करेगा? मेटल प्लेट्स में डिपॉजिट हो जाता है, फिर उस डस्ट को हम पीरियोडिकली कलेक्ट करते चले जाते हैं, और इस मेथड से हम क्या करते हैं? एयर पॉल्यूशन को प्रिवेंट करके रखेंगे इन द प्रोडक्शन रूम्स. ओके, सो दीज ऑल वर द पार्ट ऑफ आवर gaseous hazards. Okay, next one is mechanical hazards. So mechanical hazards occur when a machine is malfunctioning. Mechanical means the terminology itself says mechanical means it is related to machine. Okay, so when a machine is not working properly, it has any malfunctioning, then only mechanical hazards happen. Okay, so मशीन या तो खुद से चलते हैं या ऑटोमेटिक होते हैं या मैनुअल वर्किंग होते हैं. ओके, मशीन्स आर ड्रिवन बाय अ सुटेबल पावर सप्लाई. पावर सप्लाई रहेगा बाय इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, हाइड्रोलिक और स्टीम. दीज आर द वेरियस सोर्सेज टू सप्लाई द पावर टू द मशीन्स. ओके, few machines are cutting, shearing, crushing, breaking, puncturing, etc. So the most injuries result during maintenance work of the machinery. सबसे ज़्यादा मैकेनिकल हजार्ड्स कब होता है? जब हम मशीन का मेंटेनेंस वर्क कराते हैं. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इन दिस टाइम? So due to the ill attention caused by the fatigue, distraction or deliberate chance taking and curiosity. It is totally depending on the individual who is performing the maintenance work. So mechanical injuries occur when the machine needs human intervention repeatedly for its proper functioning. Okay, so in this slide it is given that what are the various causes of mechanical hazard. First one is insecurely fixed machine, worn out parts, dangerous parts. Machinery with the rotating parts can catch loose clothing, hands or hair, potentially causes serious injuries. Then tools that cause careless use of tools or use of tools in poor condition can cause injuries to the hands, eyes, head and limbs. Magnets causes large powerful magnets or electromagnets can attract other magnets or iron or nickel objects, which can cause painful pinching of fingers or hands if caught between the two. And last one is the glasswares that causes any kind of glassware has the potential to break, thus creating the risk of cuts. Okay, so these all were the causes of mechanical hazards. Next one is what are the preventive measures of mechanical hazards, or we can say that prevention of mechanical hazards. In this, mechanical hazards can be reduced or prevented by employing of appropriate safeguards like ensuring the rotating shafts, belts and pulleys are covered by guards, lids or covers. It should be regularly check tools for defects or damage. We should inform people of this hazard before such magnets are used. Wear goggles for eye protection. Use heat resistant glassware. Okay, so the machinery can be enclosed with adequate protection shields so that the human contact with moving parts should be prevented. Okay, particularly when the machine is in operating condition. And the working personnel can protect themselves with adequate protective guards such as shoes, gloves, face mask and goggles. This permits the safe access to the machinery. Then the frequent maintenance of machinery and careful adjustment are necessary so as to make the machine in proper condition. Okay, the production process can be made automatic. Examples are feeding system and ejection system. Such measures not only prevent the hazards but also the contamination of the pharmaceutical products. Last but not the least is campaigning of the safety measures for the prevention of mechanical hazards should be done frequently to proper train the working professionals or working individual personnels who are in contact with the machineries. Okay. What are the safety measures? Guarding and fencing of the moving machine parts, emergency shutdown button within the reach to operator, turnkey system for cleaning and repairing, and safe distance from the machine. Clean up any broken glass immediately and dispose of it in a special waste bin. Okay. Next one is your dust hazards. It has been explained to you like it leads to COPD, that is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, asthma, cancer, heart disease, extrinsic allergic alveolitis. And what are the various preventive measures? Safe machineries and equipment, safe procedures, respirators must be there, and these all are the various reasons for dust hazards and what must be the preventive measures should be taken in all industries to prevent all these kinds of hazardous accidents. Okay. And last one is the industrial pollution. So industrial pollution, the air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution. So the smoke which is getting from the outlet of the industries, that pollutes the environment, that pollutes the atmosphere. The water waste pollutes the water sources. Soil pollution, the nearby soils of any industries also get polluted due to the waste water supplied. Okay. So what are these kinds of pollution should be prevented, so that the normal human beings does not get affected by the industrial pollution. So from this chapter, what we have understood, that industrial plant causes a great loss to both employer and employee. That should be reduced. Okay. So cost of the compensation, medical aid, training a new worker, lost time, investigation, supervision, etc. should be taken to proper concern, and the cost to the government in terms of factory inspectors and public health services must be there. Okay. So at this point we have completed our chapter industrial hazards and plant safety. I hope you have understood each and every point of the chapter. So thank you students. This was all for today's session.